Let's focus on the rise of voice social media now that Twitter has created spaces to rival Clubhouse and Facebook, where they're all looking to compete as one at the moment. There's only one expert we have here on Twitter when it comes to social media. Dr. Karen Sutherland joins us now. Hello to you. Good morning. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, really well. So tell us about this. I love the fact that they're all sort of competing as one. Maybe just give us a bit of an outline of what they're each trying to do with this voice side of social media.
Yeah, well, look, with Clubhouse, they have grown so quickly. So it's grown from 600,000 users to 2 million in just over a month. So
Wow.
that is pretty crazy when you think about it.
Yeah.
And so, of course, I think Twitter has been sort of thinking about this for a while, creating a similar space. And now Facebook is looking at how quickly it's growing. And of course, they're going to jump on and try and do something similar.
Of course, yeah. I love how you can just imagine them sitting in their rooms just going, hang on a second, they've done that. What are we doing about that? Let's move fast. You can just see they could make a good movie about that, actually. Anyway.
It's not uncommon. It's like they did it with live video, they did it with stories,
Of course, of course.
Where's the original thinking coming from now? I don't know.
Totally. So how do you think this may help businesses moving forward with this rise in sort of the voice side of things?
Well, see, the beauty with voice is that it allows you, it's not a place to sell. So that's the thing. I think a lot of people are losing out because they're trying to pitch too much in the rooms using voice, but it's a place to share your knowledge. So it's a place where you can actually build trust with, prospective customers by sharing your expertise. So people can go in there and ask questions about particular topics related to your business, and you can build those relationships by sharing your knowledge. And of course, it's just sort of general feedback, general information, and then build that trust. They'll come to you for more customized stuff and that they're willing to pay for. So it's just a great way to build your personal brand and, of course, your business's brand by showing your expertise through conversation.
Yeah, I was speaking to a guest earlier this week talking about Clubhouse in particular and the fact that it's very talent driven in a way now. So you get, a big name who's great in their field and they're having a conversation. So is that the way you think it will continue? Like that's the real power of something like a Clubhouse, for example. It's a talent driven conversation.
Look, I think it's both. So there's still room for people to have their own smaller, smaller rooms and conversations with lesser known people.
Right.
So there's communities that are building around that don't have the big names, but then of course there are the rooms that have the big names. So I think there's the ability to have both of those things. It's sort of growing organically. People are trying new things every day, but the one thing that they're doing is building community.
So in your expertise and your thoughts now, how can they use these more effectively, most effectively, businesses or individuals with this voice space? What would you say?
Well, I think first it's a matter of getting on there and watching and seeing how it works. So I actually have 5 invitations at the moment. So if anyone wants to hit me up for an invitation, that's perfectly fine. And so, so go on and just watch for a while, and then start to ask questions, because there's the ability where you can put your hand up in a room and ask a question. But when you ask a question, ask something that would actually be of value to other people in the room too. So. In this morning, there's always those work meetings where there's that one person who just asks something so specific that it doesn't matter to anyone else. Don't be that person. So ask something that's going to be of value, and then that will actually build your relationships with other people as well. And then eventually, when you feel confident, create your own room, and then we can start building your own communities around your brand or industry or issues to do with your industry.
And a big question for everyone, including Twitter and Facebook and all these groups, is will this space become crowded in a way, do you think? How are you seeing this maybe move forward?
Yeah, well, it's going to be interesting because I think they're going to offer slightly different things. So I've noticed on Twitter, Madeline Sklar, who is a Twitter influencer and expert, she's trying out the new spaces on Twitter. And in Twitter, she shared the other day, you actually have the ability to put a tweet up in there and then use that as a point of discussion. So that's something you can't do on Clubhouse. So it's going to be interesting to see what the points of difference will be, because there are so many points of parity at the moment. So yeah, I think they'll do slightly different things to try and differentiate themselves.
Yeah, we'll watch closely and you will keep us updated as you do every week. Thank you so much for your time again. Enjoy your day, okay?
Thank you, you too.